Yeah, shame-free life.
Hey, Shame-Free Life family. 1 Corinthians 13:11 is really resonating within me. I want to share with you. That particular verse says that when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought as a child. I even understood as a child. But when I decided to become a man or woman, that's when I put away childish things. A decision was made because where I want to go, I can't get there by remaining where I am, or I can't get there by taking the baggages that I have with me now for the next journey. How we speak can be childlike and juvenile. The words that we use, the words that we misrepresent or misuse, the words that we use to injure others, to one up others, or to kill one another verbally, to assassinate someone's character, to assassinate or snuff out someone's reputation. The words that we use that are childlike. How about the thinking? Thinking that you are less than. Thinking that you just don't measure up to everyone else as if they are a yardstick concerning your life and your purpose. The thinking that derives from a place of a youth. How about that trauma thinking? That trauma thinking that holds us back, meditating on all the horrible things that happen, and they may be many. But the horrible things don't define you or redefine who you truly are. That's our job to do. And the understanding. The understanding that's faulty, that's unhealthy, that's toxic. And isn't it amazing that one thing leads to another? Our understanding or unhealthy understanding, that comes from our thinking. And our thinking comes from our speaking. You know, I oftentimes wonder, how do people say, hey, listen, we were together for 20 years, 25 years, 30, 35 years, and we just called it quits. What? There are people that's not together for 30 days, and you all were married for 30 years and called it quits throwing a towel? How is that? How can that happen? If the two become one, how does that happen? Now I understand that if a person puts in the work on themselves, because work is in order, because they're not satisfied with being childlike, being juvenile, and it's time to mature. It's time to grow up. It's time to accept my purpose, to walk out my purpose, to assume my identity, instead of becoming something that I'm not, to satisfy those who are outside of me, who are just as confused as I am. To put in the work on yourself to change your speaking, your thinking, and your understanding. When you do that, and the other person in the relationship does not do that, and they're comfortable with being childlike, they're comfortable with being juvenile, or they are just comfortable with just reliving the past. You want to move in the future, but you can't do that unless you address the present by coming out of the past. But the other person is not going to match your velocity and match the urgency, but remain where they are. You can't help but to grow apart. Why? Because you no longer have anything in common. Your speaking has changed. Your vocabulary that's connected to your thinking. Your thinking has changed. You're not bound by the past. You're not bound by people's perceptions. You're not bound by traumatic issues that have occurred in your life to define who you are. You have redefined yourself. And now your understanding is totally different. How you process, how you analyze things is on a whole nother mature level. And when you have that kind of work and that kind of result from the work that you've put in on yourself, if you're in the relationship, you can't help but to grow apart because you have grown up and that person is still at that level. Now I understand. To put away childish things, oftentimes it's not just putting away those childish things on the inside of us, yes, but also those that are connected to us that's childlike. We got to put all of that away as well. Like I always say and will continue to say, that your life begins when you say so. In order to go up, we got to grow up. Peace and blessings, fam.
Yeah, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life. Yeah. Yeah.